This is not a test. This is rock and roll.
I wake up every morning in a bed that's too small, drive my daughter to a school that's too expensive, and then I go to work to a job for which I get paid too little.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'm making waffles.
You're waking up with the Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
Hello, my fellow Americans. It is the Morning App. And guess what? We are all officially American citizens. I'm Joshua alongside Katie, Justin, and, well, would you looky there? Hi, Dovy.
Dovy das Burritos is the guy who was calling out the names and giving out the certificates. He said Barrias because he had the hardest job for sure.
Oh, no.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I just got back from pretty much doing my oath ceremony for my citizenship. And I'm just like referencing the person that, you know, everybody's from another country. So like there was a moment where I realized like he was like, all right, when I call your name, please stand up and please receive your certificate. And I was like, dude, he's gonna botch everybody's name. There's no way that because nobody came up to us and was like, hey, how do you actually pronounce your name before I say it? So like it was really funny. He said Dovidas Barrias Burritos or something like that.
Oh, no.
But I was like, it's fine. I'm an American now. I'm proud.
Dovy das Abrias.
Abria, yeah.
They should have given a pronunciation
Asparagus.
guide like they do at graduation. Don't you give them a card at graduation and then they read it?
I don't think
That's what happens at graduation.
They may have asked for maybe like a quick, you know how you spell out how to actually pronounce the names?
Yeah.
Like I would put like Do, maybe V, and then Das, but I have no idea. I don't think they never came up to us in person and asked, but it's okay. It's a funky name, you know, and I think we all had some pretty funky names.
You should have gone up and complained and like given it back. Been like, I want to redo. You gotta say my name.
No, stop the ceremony. Redo this. No, it was pretty awesome, man. Dude, that was probably. It was a really emotional thing, honestly. Like once I sat down there, because up until that point, it's kind of like, all right, when is this gonna happen? When is this gonna happen? And then when you're there and it's actually happening, you get this vibe from the whole room. You know, like we're all in this for the same reason, and it's a really cool thing to feel. Like, you know, I was starting to think about the whole journey, like the fact that my family moved here, my dad and my mom had to learn English from scratch. My dad was a musician, so all he could do was play music at churches or like teach music. You know, my mom would get on her knees and like clean homes until she was like 60, just to push me far enough, right, to get to a point where I'm now, where I'm about to graduate and get a degree in something I really want to do and pursue. And that was like, holy cow, and all these people are here for that exact same feeling, you know? So it was really, really, really cool.
Did you talk to anybody of the other people?
I didn't talk to anybody, no, but...
America's all about.
Yeah, no. I was just kind of like...
He really is an American citizen now.
When you're in that, like, I don't know, and everything's... It's like when you're at the DMV, right? Or like ABC store or anything that's government run. You just kind of talks
to each other.
Yeah, you're just kind of like, oh gosh. But it was so cool. I was sitting behind somebody from Germany. There's like somebody from Egypt to my right, and you know, one thing that they did was before they even started, they were like, when I say your country, please stand up. And so by the time, you know, so they start off with letter A. By the time they got to the letter D, they named out like 30 countries. And like people just kept standing up. And eventually they got to Lithuania. I got to stand up. And it was just really cool to see all that go down and just see like all the culture that is about to get brought into the... I don't know. It was just... It was by far the most American thing I could have ever experienced, if that makes sense.
Now... how long of a ceremony was it? I didn't, because you said there was like 30 countries before you even got to Lithuania.
It was about 30 to 40 minutes.
Oh.
They give like a quick presentation. So what they did was they called out, you know, your country and stuff. They kind of reviewed things that you would have to do after you got your citizenship, and then after that, you do the oath. and then after you do the oath, you're officially a citizen, and then you say the Pledge of Allegiance for the first time. And then after that, it's just like you go and take pictures and you just celebrate, you have a good time. So,
What if you don't know the Pledge of Allegiance?
oh, well then,
Do
do you not know the Pledge of Allegiance?
No,
Okay.
I do know it, but
I
what
would-
if they
I would-
escort you out immediately?
No. We all say it together, so it's
Okay.
kind of like you can wing it if you don't know it.
Yeah, kind of mumble along
Yeah,
with it.
United States of America. But it was really cool. It was a really special kind of feeling, and I definitely really got emotional just thinking about it, and I could feel that emotion just all around the room and stuff. And it was just awesome to have my family there and seeing other people's families there to take pictures and all that stuff. So, very cool. Very cool. I'm very excited.
Now, stay with me here. What if, when you were doing your ceremony, when they announced each person's name, they had a clip that they've been, like, watching you for all the entire time, and they just played, like, your biography on screen? How creepy would that be? I'm just thinking about that. Because it's like the government watching you, and then Dovy, like, you just see your whole life story flash before your face.
Invasion of privacy.
You're talking about just
Yeah, I feel like they
from the
wouldn't
ceremony or
admit to
from my
doing that,
life?
you know?
From your life, like
Oh
your
my
whole life.
gosh.
How weirded out would that be? That I like. It's fun. I think it's funny to think about because the
Yeah.
government's always watching. If you're just like, whoa, that's me. That's me at age 4, and then it just shows you, and then ends with like Dovy Das.
It would be so boring. It would be just me in my room, like either creating Dungeons and Dragons characters, playing guitar, or like, I don't know, sleeping, falling asleep. I don't know. But
I think that'd be cool.
it'd be cool, but yeah, that'd probably make me be like, all right, I might move. I might move now.
I don't think this was a good idea.
Yeah.
You went and got a nice little burger afterwards.
I did. I went to the Cardinal for a cheeseburger, and I hadn't had a cheeseburger in a while because I've been trying to be healthy and nutritious and stuff. But I said, nah, this is America. This is all about freedom. I'm gonna eat what I want today. I'm gonna go get this burger.
Have you not been eating burgers the entire time?
Just for the past couple months. But I'm I'm
okay.
cheating today. I'm gonna I'm gonna get me a burger. It's the only way to celebrate. So. It was
Dovy,
so good.
You're an American now. You will now eat a cheeseburger every single day for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Without even knowing.
Breakfast,
Today you will
lunch,
have a
and dinner.
cheeseburger.
Yeah.
lunch.
I want the Bagel Bites version of cheeseburgers and just eat them all the time.
Well, congratulations to
happen.
Dovy for being a new American citizen here. We now are all officially family. We won't shun you anymore, Dovy. But on the other side of the break, we've got a movie series reboot to talk about here on the Morning App.
We'd like to introduce you to App TV's original program, Pixel Peek.
Pixel Peek is a weekly news show covering the video game industry. Everything from the most recent announcements to hot topics and controversies are covered by us, your hosts.
Pixel Peek is also your home for interesting and objective game reviews and in-depth analysis of the industry's biggest names.
You can watch Pixel Peek every Wednesday at 4 p.m. on watchapptv.com or on any of these TV channels.
Thanks for stopping by, and we hope you come back to visit us here on
Pixel Peek.
Hello, I'm Dr. Paul Gates, host of The Academics. We at App TV invite you to join us Wednesday afternoons at 2:30, where we discuss diverse topics with experts concerning current events and subjects impacting students and the high country. We'll see you here.
Hello, I'm Ozzy Ostwald, the host of Religion and Life on App TV. Join me as we discuss topics and issues surrounding all things related to religion every Sunday at 9 a.m. Tune in and join us every week for an insightful episode of Religion and Life.
I'm Susanna Cordigy.
I'm Annie Jones.
And I'm Faith Hatton.
And I'm Natalie Broom, and we're the hosts of the Appalachian Update. Your weekly rundown of what's going on around campus, brought to you by your student-run newspaper, The Appalachian. Tune into App TV on Spectrum, Skybest Cable, or watchapptv.com every Saturday at 1:30 to hear the latest on-campus news, arts and entertainment, and sports stories. You can also pick up our newspapers every Friday at the nearest newsstand. However you get your news, the Appalachian Update has you covered.
Y'all know no one watches this, right? Shh.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App, on 90.5 WASU.
We have a famous movie franchise that is about to be rebooted, according to a report. The Pirates of the Caribbean? I don't know which one. Pirates of the Caribbean.
Caribbean, I guess.
Yeah.
As far as how the movie pronounces it, they call it the Caribbean, I think.
Mm-hmm. Well, apparently the Pirates of the Caribbean is reportedly about to get a reboot.
Yeah, this is crazy. It's crazy because it hasn't really been that long since the last Pirates of the Caribbean movie. But this one is going to have new directors and writers. So from what we know, this isn't official yet, but they are talking about it being a potential reboot where the writers of Deadpool and the writers of Zombieland are supposed to start off this brand new Pirates of the Caribbean series. I don't know if there's that much else that we know about it, but this just kind of crept up today in social media. Like this morning, I read about it, and I was just like, "Wow, this is really soon." Yeah, it's a terrible idea.
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting that they have those writers because both of those movies are very satirical.
Yeah.
So, like, are they going to go in a different direction with it, or I don't know. I mean, I guess the Pirates of the Caribbean movies have always been like mildly humorous. There's always been like some, but not to that level, not to like Zombieland or Deadpool level.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Probably like more blood or something for like the pirate theme, I guess. But still,
the humor's gonna be more dark for sure.
Yeah,
if you put those people together, it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be a funny movie for sure.
It's still so early. Like they just like the last movie. I think it was Dead Men Tell No Tales. I think.
I don't know. Yeah, nobody watched it.
Last year.
No, I actually liked that one.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it was terrible. I think that was like the worst of them all. Really? You liked it? It was like 29%
No,
Rotten
I
Tomatoes.
really liked it.
I think I tried to watch it because it was on Netflix at one point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it on there.
And there's this scene where like Jack Sparrow is like he's in a house, and then he's running away from somebody, or like I don't know if it was like the English government or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then his squad is on, like a chariot, and they're pulling the house.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Do you remember what I'm talking about? It's in the very beginning. It's the first intro scene. So Josh hasn't seen any of the Pirates of the Caribbean
I don't know
movies.
how.
So
I mean, it makes
I'll tell
sense.
you how. It's Johnny Depp.
Yeah, well,
But Josh
he hasn't seen anything.
Josh hasn't seen it. Literally hasn't seen anything.
Yeah,
but
Not true.
there's always an intro scene though, where like Jack Sparrow does something pretty cool. I mean, in the first movie, he's literally like. He's coming out of the ocean in a sinking ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the ship is like sinking into the ground, but he's just like on top of it, just matching the time perfectly so that by the time he lands to shore, the ship just sinks underwater completely. And it's got like this cool music. It's like a really cool introduction to the character.
Yeah, it's like James Bond.
Yeah, exactly. Or Indiana Jones has, Indiana Jones has really cool little intros, but for this one, the most recent one, that one, I was just like, what is happening?
I can't believe you liked it.
I did. I really liked it. I thought it was cute.
Cute.
Okay, so
you can like it for different reasons.
It was like a good story. Now, cinema, like, I don't know. I liked it.
Justin, give it to her. Give it to her.
I'm not going to give it to her. It's too early. We'll just give it a couple more segments, okay?
You guys can't
my gosh.
Oh, gosh.
You guys can't get mad at me for liking Venom or all these other bad movies that you call, because apparently Katie liked this one.
I feel like a lot of people liked it. It was kind of one of those things
A lot
where
of people
that I talked to anyways. But so I think it's like a 50-50 thing. Either you really like it or you like really hate it, Very controversial film.
I feel like it's more like the Venom movie where like everybody either hated it or like there's people just like, I'll deal with it. Like I'll go along with it for now.
Well, I mean, it got a 29% on Rotten Tomatoes. It got a 39% on Metacritic, whatever that means. And
I don't know.
That is.
I don't know. I'm trying to find the people review or rating. I don't know.
This is for the last one?
61% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, what they tell. So just over 50%.
Just a little bit.
I am the 50%.
Okay. That is solely Katie. She voted
Just me.
61 times.
Multiple accounts.
Yeah.
But apparently this new reboot runs kind of counter to the rumor that Pirates of the Caribbean 6 is already in development, but that may also already be the reboot, and we also don't know if Johnny Depp will be coming back. If he does, I will still not watch it.
I was about to say probably not.
Okay, but if he wasn't in it, would you watch it?
Honestly, I don't know. I'm not really... I mean, I don't know. I can't really watch it after Johnny Depp has already done it all. I don't know. I just don't want to watch it. He's turned me off from Pirates of the Caribbean forever.
But you haven't even seen like a Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Doesn't matter. I don't like Johnny Depp. He's in every single Disney movie ever. And it bothers me. That's my reasoning. I have no other reasoning.
So just cancel all Pirates of the Caribbean movies forever now?
They honestly should stop, though.
Dang.
Yeah, no,
right?
they should.
Okay.
I can agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Same with the Transformers franchise.
Because it's
going to keep going forever.
Yeah, oh boy.
Which I'm not upset about because I will watch those, but at the same time, there comes to a point where you just got to end it. And Transformers is well past it. I think Pirates of the Caribbean is well past it, but as long as Johnny Depp is still playing, they're going to keep making them, and that's what I think we have here. But I really don't know.
Well,
my feelings exactly, Justin.
Well, shiver me timbers.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna watch it if it comes out. I'll be curious enough.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna make money.
Yeah.
As they always do. Red Hands on the morning app.
What's up, guys? The A-Game is here to give you highlights and updates for everything App State Sports. I'm Austin Lopp.
And I'm Gray Salter, and you can catch us here every Monday at 8 p.m. giving you the best coverage for all Mountaineer sports. You'll see in-depth reporting on the sidelines, including athlete interviews and Player of the Week.
We want you to be part of the Q&A game every week. Join us on channel 23.3 on App State's campus and 198 for Spectrum customers.
Be sure to join us right here on the only App State sports show, The A-Game, on App TV. Pixel Peak is App TV's very own video game news show. Hot topic discussions, objective game reviews, and much more, all right here on Pixel Peak.
To watch, tune to any of these TV channels or watch apptv.com at 4 p.m. every Wednesday. We hope you enjoy your time at Pixel Peak.
Hello, I'm Dr. Paul Gates, host of The Academics. We at App TV invite you to join us Wednesday afternoons at 2:30 here on The Academics, where we discuss diverse topics with experts concerning current events and subjects impacting students and the high country. Join us on Channel 20 and 1020 for SkyBest customers, Channel 198 for Spectrum customers, and Channel 23.3 on App State's campus. We'll see you here.
So I'm the new nightly news producer. Jamie can be a little much to handle, but it's fine because I can sass him as much as I want and not get fired. Watch This Is App TV so I can go home and hang out with my cat.
Hey, ooh. Hey, should somebody mic me up? All right. Anybody?
on 90.5 WASU and WASUradio.com.
Our favorite game show? I don't know. Show? Game?
I don't know that we call it a game show.
It's an activity of some sort.
Okay. Our favorite activity every single week. Real or fake news here, and I don't believe we are tied anymore.
No. I mean, it's very close, but Justin's behind us with just 1 point. Josh and I have 18 points, and Justin has 17.
That's right.
So we can still make it a tie, guys, if we really...
If we just work together.
If we just think and just believe.
I like how we're trying for this. Last semester was really competitive. This semester, we want to tie. Fight for ties.
I'm fine with it.
We're just working together, man.
Because I think that by tying, you're beating me, you know? That's at least how it seems to be
fair.
going.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to get you guys not to be tied. And you guys are like, let's do it.
I also want to win.
Somehow it always works out.
We're also just really we're just on point, I feel like. We're been getting a lot right. Yeah.
Well, we're guys. We share one brain. So when one of us are a little bit
We're all
dumber on that day,
American, so
We all are American.
you know, it's even better now. I bet it's probably going to be guaranteed to be a tie.
Yeah, I wish America had one game or one brain. All right, Katie.
Just football.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? So the first one is Zoo teaches turtles choreography for weekly show.
I didn't watch
Teaches
Katie.
turtle? Wait, what?
I'm not reading it again so you can watch me.
Okay, can you read it again? But then Josh, turn around.
Okay. Zoo teaches turtles choreography for weekly show. I don't like how everyone's staring at me.
Yo.
I hate it.
It's not. That's
I don't think it's real.
That's fake. How can you teach a turtle anything?
Turtles are already like moving slow enough, so like what is it, like one step at a time?
Right.
Have you not seen those
Side to
YouTube?
side?
Have you not seen those YouTube videos where it's that turtle that's like shaking his butt in the bathtub while water hits it?
Actually, you're right.
Yeah.
No.
You never
That's a
seen that
great
before? It's like
video.
a
I've
really
never
popular
seen
mime.
that.
I don't think I've seen that.
It's pretty good. I know what you're talking about,
video.
Josh.
Dovy,
That's unheard of. I've never heard of a turtle being able to dance.
I say true now. After he said that, I totally forgot. Like turtles can dance.
What'd you say?
I'm saying it's fake.
Yeah.
Hey, no, dude, there's no way.
I'm stressing out. I really don't want to be down. Okay.
There's no way in Shell.
I'm gonna say real. Josh.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna say it's true. I'm gonna say it's true. I'm gonna go true.
All right, well, it's fake. So.
Oh.
Hey, I'm sorry.
What do you expect, dude? It's turtles.
I wanted to
The
say.
funniest thing is that Josh was staring at me for so long before he said his answer, and then he was wrong.
I panicked.
I know you wanted.
I was so worried. I was like, man, he's finally on to me.
Yeah.
He can read me, but nope.
Give me a minute.
Still in
I
it.
wanted to say fake, but then I knew if me and Dovy were wrong, we'd be tied again.
Yeah, it's true.
So you're welcome, Katie. You're welcome.
So you purposely said the wrong answer?
I just you know what? I just wanted to be there with Dovy.
Sounds fake. Okay, ready? Florida high school criticized for serving up gator meat.
This is so hard. I'm just trying to like read your body language right
The Florida ones are the worst because you can just be like,
It could go either way.
yeah, that could happen. I mean, I could see that, I guess.
Can you say it one more time? I'm not trying to read you. I just didn't
Okay,
hear
okay.
it. Oh.
Florida high school criticized for serving up gator meat.
Why would you be criticized for that?
Well, I don't know. I mean,
It's a popular thing to do down south, isn't it?
do they eat alligators in Florida?
I mean, maybe.
I've had gator meat.
You've had
in
gator
Florida.
meat.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a school.
True.
That's serving gator meat.
Okay.
It was so funny.
Is it fake?
Why is it true, Justin? Why is it true?
It's a popular thing down south. Like I'm pretty sure like there's like an overpopulation problem with the gators. Like I ate like a lot of gator meat when I was in New Orleans, so I can only imagine Florida.
Weird. So why would people complain about it?
Plus Florida, like they're just weird. Like
Yeah.
I can see people like, hey, I don't want to eat gator today, you know? So I say true. I just need a point.
You can do it. Yeah. You know what?
You poor thing, you're so stressed.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and say. I mean, I'm leaning more towards real than I am fake. something about it feels legit. Something about it feels like something that would happen. And the fact that it would happen would be unlikely because of that reason, right? If it's popular, and then all of a sudden you get a bunch of people going like, we don't want it. That's weird. That's newsworthy.
I'm getting a vibe. I think it's real.
I think it's real. I think we're all gonna.
You're all saying real right now?
Maybe
real.
wrong.
Oh,
Well,
God.
you're all wrong.
Oh, my gosh.
Hey,
That must have been a different vibe.
We don't know Florida at all.
This is it. I'm really glad that you guys actually can't read me because I was getting worried there for a while.
Give me a minute.
But okay.
I was thinking to myself,
we'll
like, she
see.
can't do like 2 falses in a row. But
Oh, I can do whatever I want.
She's got 4 in a row.
Just all of them. Can you imagine? Okay, you ready? Okay, roller rink sued for playing fast music that caused injuries.
Yes. What did they play? Through the Fire and Flames?
What if they sped it up? What if it's just like that?
Metallica or something? The Sonic the Hedgehog theme song? I don't...
imagine like all the kids just like, just like, oh God, I gotta go. No, no.
Everyone's just breaking their legs
I'm
and.
gonna go real because I want it to be real.
Oh man.
Dude, I'm scared. I want to say like true, but what if it's fake again?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
gotta
she's
be.
in my head.
That's gotta be
This is the
true.
worst.
I'm going real again because I want
Okay,
it.
you know what?
Yeah, I'm gonna go fake. If you guys can go real.
I'm
we
gonna
can.
say true. I'm gonna say true.
Yeah.
I really
All right,
hope this is
I'm gonna
true.
say it's fake. That way we get some contrast. I want to say it's real, but I'm gonna say it's fake.
Yeah, I'm going with
Please
my
say
heart
it's
over
true.
my brain.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I'm so sorry, just it's fake.
No!
Oh my God.
This is so funny.
That's so messed up. We're so mad
Oh my God.
that people didn't die from a from
It never
upbeat,
said that they died.
or at least got hurt.
We are
It
falling
just
apart.
caused
here. Come on.
injuries.
Caused
That
injuries.
doesn't always mean death.
I'm sorry.
Justin, are you okay?
I'm not okay. I'm so tired. I just want 1 point.
Okay, okay. Well, maybe you'll get this one.
Have
All
you
right.
missed every one? Because
I've missed every
I've missed
single
every
one.
one too.
You got
Okay.
this.
All right. I can't stop laughing. Okay. No clowns allowed at Michigan City's annual Halloween event.
No what?
Clowns.
Cloud. I thought you said clouds.
How would they do that?
I don't know. Like everybody just goes up and just it just like blows up into the air and tries to get rid of the clouds. No clowns at the Michigan, was it?
Michigan City's annual Halloween
Michigan
event.
City's annual.
That's already wrong. Everyone in Michigan.
I feel like this is just like a pattern. She's like fake, fake, fake. Then the last one is gonna be real.
Oh my
So
God.
maybe she's
You
like
wanna
being
risk
very
that?
strategic right now.
If they're all fake, then we
She
know
also
that.
said that earlier. She's like, wouldn't that be funny if it's all fake? So I caught that. So I don't know, guys.
Dude, this
But I
is-
think we should just
Mental game
think
is
about
crazy.
it. Think about it.
All right. So here's the deal. Clowns at one point were like taboo, right? Because of the whole clown thing that was going on. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go real.
That makes sense.
You guys are scheming over there.
Clowns. I think it's real too. I think clowns are creepy. I don't get that creeped out by them, but I can see why people get really creeped out by clowns. So
Then again, I feel like Michigan people don't really care.
I'm gonna say fake because I think she dropped a hint that it's all gonna be fake earlier.
Okay.
Gosh.
That's fair.
Ready?
All right. I'm so sorry, Justin, again.
No, I really.
It's real.
Justin, I'm so sorry, man.
Wow.
This is probably the most spread out we've gotten with our points.
Yes,
pretty
finally.
wild.
Leave Justin
Something
behind.
happened.
Okay,
I don't know.
But do you want to hear the reasoning behind
Yeah. No, absolutely.
So they banned clowns because of, like a few years ago when people are dressing up and like scaring people, because apparently the Halloween event is centered around kids, so they didn't want, and especially because a lot of the Halloween or the clown costumes lately have been really scary looking, so they just didn't want people dressing up like that. But yep. Sorry, man.
Dude, it has to be the worst to be a professional clown now.
Yeah.
It has to
Because
be.
kids are just naturally afraid of them now. Like,
I remember one time I was in Philadelphia. when I was a kid, and there was a clown walking around, and he was just trying to ask me for directions, and I literally ran away and like hid in my car. I still regret it to this day. I'm like, he was probably just lost.
Yeah.
You know, he's probably just like,
He's probably used to that.
But it's just so weird seeing a clown not in their element when they're just like walking around like, hey man, you got directions? And then they just have like makeup, and it's it's freaked me out when I was little.
I like how you said it must be really terrible for a clown these days. It's really terrible for a clown a lot of the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, so what's the score now?
The score is Justin's got 17 points. Josh got 19 points, and I'm in the lead with 21 points. So it's 2-point differences.
Next one's
Not too bad, not too bad.
Make a huge comeback.
4-point margin of error.
All right, here's Jesse McCartney on the morning app.
We'd like to introduce you to App TV's original program, Pixel Peek.
Pixel Peek is a weekly news show covering the video game industry. Everything from the most recent announcements to hot topics and controversies are covered by us, your hosts.
Pixel Peek is also your home for interesting and objective game reviews and in-depth analysis of the industry's biggest names.
You can watch Pixel Peek every Wednesday at 4 p.m. on watchapptv.com or on any of these TV channels.
Thanks for stopping by, and we hope you come back to visit us here on
Pixel Peek.
Hello, I'm Dr. Paul Gates, host of The Academics. We at App TV invite you to join us Wednesday afternoons at 2:30, where we discuss diverse topics with experts concerning current events and subjects impacting students and the high country. We'll see you here.
Hello, I'm Ozzy Ostwald, the host of Religion and Life on App TV. Join me as we discuss topics and issues surrounding all things related to religion every Sunday at 9 a.m. Tune in and join us every week for an insightful episode of Religion and Life.
I'm Susanna Cordigy. I'm Annie Jones.
And I'm Faith Hatton. And I'm Natalie Broom, and we're the hosts of the Appalachian Update. Your weekly rundown of what's going on around campus, brought to you by your student-run newspaper, The Appalachian. Tune in to App TV on Spectrum, Skybest Cable, or watchapptv.com every Saturday at 1:30 to hear the latest on-campus news, arts and entertainment, and sports stories. You can also pick up our newspapers every Friday at the nearest newsstand. However you get your news, the Appalachian Update has you covered.
Y'all know no one watches this, right? Shh.
on 90.5 WASU and WASUradio.com.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
As always, our relationship time. I'm not sure we've ever actually helped anybody out with this segment, ever.
Might have made him worse.
Yeah.
If
probably.
anything.
Yeah. We don't condone these actions. We just spread them.
Yeah.
But it is time for the relationship segment, and we promised it last week, and we finally all got around to it. We all took that love language quiz.
Yeah.
How'd we do? Did we pass? Did we fail?
It depends. I mean, there's no real way to pass. It just kind of, it's kind of like getting into the Hogwarts of love, man. You know, you get put into the house, you understand what your love language is after you take the quiz. So, it's pretty interesting. For those of you who don't know what it is based off of a book written by Gary Chapman. And the whole premise is pretty simple. It's the fact that we all have different quote-unquote love languages, or different ways that we can express and feel love, right? Or just feel loved. And the 5 different languages are quality time, so spending time with one another, that's something that might be really meaningful to you. Acts of service, when your partner does something for you, even though they don't have to do it. Words of affirmation, so like just speaking the words, right, of love, however you want to say it. You got receiving gifts, so when your partner gives you something to show some appreciation. And you got physical touch, which is like the hugging and the hand holding and just that stuff to make you feel like you're being cared for and stuff like that. So I took it just now, and I got quality time and then acts of service. Those are my 2 big ones for me. So.
What was the acts of service again?
Acts of service.
I mean, it's not community service. That's what it sounds like.
No, it's kind of like, in a nutshell, let me do that for you. You know, like when they know that you're busy, they know that you're stressed, and they're like, hey, I'm going to take care of this thing for you, even though they don't have to, you know.
So you like it when someone takes care of you?
I like it when someone can see that I'm struggling and then like they help me out, and you know that's something that's really, because that takes something, that takes their time. You know, for me, I think it's just time is of the essence, and but quality time is my number one. Being able to just kind of, we don't have to do very much as long as we're like together and we're just like listening to each other and like finally having good quality time. That's like the best thing I could ask for.
Yeah, that's a popular one.
Yeah, that's what mine is too. But it's just so nice when someone is like, you can tell that they're like, they want to hang out with you, and they're like putting like all their focus like into it. Like even just friends, like not even like just a relationship thing. Like me and one of my best friends, we both have quality time as a love language, and so you can tell because we just love to just sit and like watch movies together. Like we never do anything like extravagant. We just like hang out, and that like. We both just love it, so it's really nice.
Yeah, mine was just quality time, and I guess I'm different from you guys. I love physical touch. I love hugging a lot. I hug everybody. I'm not sure. Are you guys huggers? No?
I can be. It depends. I just don't know if other people are huggers. But I like to hug.
That always is a hard thing.
Yeah, it's just different. But no, like because that's such a, I don't know, it takes a lot, I think, for somebody to hug another person. You're kind of giving up your space. You're giving up, you know what I'm saying? Like for other people at least. So it's like, you really feel, no, it's a good way to actually, I get how you can feel a lot of love from that. You know, you're like, we're in this together kind of thing.
Like even if like somebody like reaches out to your hand, I'm just like, I'm just going to shake your hand and then hug you. Because, I don't know. I think that shows more.
Yeah, because I think it's fine with people who are huggers. They're able to like put like, you can feel like the love in their hug, you know. But then there are some people who just like, you haven't seen them in a while and you're kind of acquaintances, and they're like, hey, oh my gosh, and they like give you a hug, and it's just like half like they're just like arms just kind of like around, I don't know. It's not like a good hug. You're just like, you just did that just for show, and it just wasn't
not authentic.
Now, if you're a hugger, Justin, can huggers seek out other huggers? Do you know when another person is a hugger? I'm genuinely curious.
Is there a hugometer?
Oh, no, usually like eye contact most of the time. Like if they're just like looking down, it's like, oh God, please don't. They're giving you he has his arms open. I'm like, I'm going to hug you anyways. But like eye contact.
So if you look into their eyes and you go in for a hug and you see like a twinkle, You're like, oh,
I'm like,
this is going to be a legendary hug.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you all got quality time?
Yeah, that's a big one for me.
I got physical touch and words of affirmation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't need quality time.
Well, but that's the thing about the love languages is it's not saying that just because you didn't get one of them as your top one doesn't mean that you don't like to have it. Like, I'm really not a words of affirmation kind of girl. Like, I'm not good at telling people things, and I'm also not good when people tell, like, but I do like it from time to time, you know, like,
Now we
it's...
know. All the guys that you've let on, now we know.
Oh my gosh,
it's
how
out.
does it always come back to this?
They all just needed love, Justin.
That's all they needed.
None of these are better than the other. It's just a way to kind of find out what the other person needs to just feel loved, right? Because you could just be doing it wrong. You might be thinking like, oh, well, I like physical touch, right? And then so I should be giving that to make people feel loved, but maybe that person's more reserved and they might prefer words of affirmation. They might prefer somebody saying, hey, I love you, man, or like, I really appreciate you. You've been a really good friend. You know, stuff like that might make them feel more loved. Some people like getting gifts that, you know, and being like, oh, wow, this is really thought out. So that's it for everybody.
It's interesting because this lady where I used to work, we were talking about it, and she said that her and her husband, hers is gifts, and so her husband's is acts of service. And so he's not good at knowing, like she said, her husband's not good at knowing when to give her gifts. Like, he's just, you know, like, or like how to, like, show her, you know, that, like, kind of, you know, he just didn't understand. And so what they have, like, a system set up where she tells him, is like, you know what, I think it's time, like, I'm really needing a gift right now. Like, I think that would just really make me feel loved, you know, like, I just need that or whatever. And so then he makes it where it's, like, in his mind, it's, like, an acts of service thing where it's, like, oh, she needs that, like, I'm going to do this for her. So it, like, works for, like, both of them.
Okay.
Which is, like, a really cool way of doing it. I don't know.
Yeah.
The gift one is so hard because you might go bankrupt.
Well, no, it's not necessarily, because I've talked to people whose love language is gifts, and it's not like someone's just wanting gifts. It's more of just like, they like when you see something, you're like, oh, that reminds me of this person. Like, I'm going to get that for them, like bringing them their favorite candy or something. You know, it's just like more of,
brings sentimental value.
You like see something and you think of them. That's like really what means something to them.
Having
it's
a little
not just
token,
like having a gift. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't even think it has to be something you bought. Like, you could just make something, you know, like, if you're good at drawing, like, draw them something. Be like, oh, like, I know that you like birds, so I drew you a bird. I don't know. You know?
I drew you the stick figure bird.
I can't draw.
That's the love languages for you. Hope you actually learned something here on this relationship segment. We have the most romantic band of all time, Backstreet Boys, on the Morning App.
What's up, guys? The A-Game is here to give you highlights and updates for everything App State Sports. I'm Austin Lopp.
And I'm Grace Salter, and you can catch us here every Monday at 8 p.m. giving you the best coverage for all Mountaineer sports. You'll see in-depth reporting on the sidelines, including athlete interviews and Player of the Week.
We want you to be part of the Q&A game every week. Join us on channel 23.3 on App State's campus and 198 for Spectrum customers.
Be sure to join us right here on the only App State sports show, The A-Game, on App TV.
Pixel Peek is App TV's very own video game news show. Hot topic discussions, objective game reviews, and much more, all right here on Pixel Peek.
To watch, tune to any of these TV channels or watch apptv.com at 4 p.m. every Wednesday. We hope you enjoy your time at Pixel Peek.
Hello, I'm Dr. Paul Gates, host of The Academics. We at App TV invite you to join us Wednesday afternoons at 2:30 here on The Academics, where we discuss diverse topics with experts concerning current events and subjects impacting students and the high country. Join us on Channel 20 and 1020 for SkyBest customers, Channel 198 for Spectrum customers, and Channel 23.3 on App State's campus. We'll see you here.
So I'm the new nightly news producer. Jamie can be a little much to handle, but it's fine because I can sass him as much as I want and not get fired. Watch This Is App TV so I can go home and hang out with my cat.
Hey, shouldn't somebody mic me up? All right. Anybody?
to the Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
I have some big, exciting news for gamers. The official construction of the Super Nintendo theme park has begun. They're making a Super Nintendo theme park, and it's going to consist of games like Donkey Kong, Mario Kart, all those different rides that you've played on Nintendo. And it's going to be, right now, the estimated release date of it is 2020. And they're currently building one. I'm trying to figure out where they're building it, but I know they're making a massive, like, Super Nintendo World in Japan, and that'll come out in the future. But right now, there is one coming to America. It's going to be in California, and then eventually there's going to be another one in Orlando. But official construction has come out right now. A picture of the site came out, just a bunch of dirt. But they're starting to work on it. It's going to have Pokemon, Donkey Kong, Mario Kart, couple other big names as well that we'll probably get eventually, but there will be a Mario Kart ride. We do know this. And if they don't have a go-kart track with Mario Kart carts, then we're having an issue. I mean, if they just have a ride, but if they have it, they say it's a ride. I don't want a Mario Kart ride. I want to actually physically drive my Mario Kart and make someone slip on a banana.
This could be the next Disney World because the thing about Nintendo, right? So you have, Xbox, PS4. They have games that are on both platforms, but Nintendo games are just Nintendo games. They have this huge, collection of, different games and sagas. Like, you got Pokemon, you got Mario, you got Legend of Zelda, all these things that people nerd out about so much.
There may be a Star Fox and a Super Smash Bros. As well.
Literally anything.
I feel like it's going to be so visually.
Anybody in Super Smash Bros. Basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Anybody.
Boy.
It's going to be awesome.
This is game changing.
Because I'm thinking that the rides could even have, tunnels where it's just, graphics on either side. Even if it was just, painted or whatever, but it'd be, cool, you know? You'd, feel like you were in the game.
You said this is, its own separate, its own thing? Right?
Yeah, it should be its
not
own.
Part of anything?
It should be its own thing. It's kind of, they're describing it as a cornerstone, like the Harry Potter of this new park type deal. I don't know. It's gonna be.
It's not part.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know the logistics of it. I just know there's a Universal Nintendo Super Nintendo theme park coming out
in Universal Studios.
It's a Universal Nintendo park.
I think it's a Universal Super Nintendo. It's built by Universal, and it's a theme park.
So it's not like a section. It's its own thing.
From what I'm reading, it's its own separate entity. It's a whole theme park just for Super Nintendo.
Oof.
The site looks really small, though. I was looking. I don't know if I have the whole picture, but it looks small, and I don't know if maybe I'm missing something, but.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's something they'll have to get more funding for as people go to it,
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I mean,
just to see if it's actually a hit and then be able to expand it.
It will be. I mean, if you put it in the right spot. I mean, if this opens in Japan, it's gonna blow up.
Well, that's gonna be the Super Nintendo World, but here in America, it's just gonna be the one park right now. Eventually, it's coming to Orlando, they think, as well.
Word.
That's really cool.
It's gonna be exciting. Yeah. If I can just ride a Mario Kart go-kart, I will be the happiest man alive.
Throw some bananas.
I know, I'm going to hit someone with that blue turtle shell, but that's going to do it for us today on the Morning App. We'll see you on Friday. Enjoy your week.